Deuteronomy 28 and 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness, blindness, and astonishment of heart. Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall send thee.
Next, we go to the Miami-Dade courthouse, where Judge Catherine Pooler is presiding over a bond hearing. The defendant, Calvin Lloyd Griffith, allegedly broke into a local school and stole an employee's car. Griffith was arrested and is here on charges of grand theft, burglary, and trespassing. He also violated his probation from a previous car theft.
Calvin Lloyd Griffin Jr. on page 12. Good morning. Mr. Griffin is charged with burglary, petty theft, grand theft of a vehicle, and trespass. And he's on probation.
He's out on probation, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm on probation. I'm on paper.
Okay.
Office me in here anyway because I smoke weed and cocaine. So I smoke weed and cocaine.
The court officials decide to cut Griffith's mic off to prevent him from talking over everyone.
So
Okay. You're Calvin Griffin?
Mr. Senator has the button pressed.
Oh, okay.
As Judge Pooler continues looking over the paperwork, Griffiths continues to try to get the attention of the judge.
Okay, let's see.
But with Judge Pooler unable to hear Griffith, he decides to try a different approach. Not impressed with Griffith's twerking abilities, the judge moves on with the case.
State is requesting that Your Honor set the bond, but reset the case in division tomorrow because his actions violate his probation.
Judge Pooler agrees with the state attorney and sets Griffith's bond at $18,500.
And there's a stay-away order from Miami Edison Senior High. If you should get out, do not go back there. You're not a student anymore. Okay? Thank you for coming in.
As the judge moves on to the next, less entertaining defendant, Judge Pooler looks back fondly on her time with Calvin Griffith.
I want that last guy to come back and teach us how to dance. Pretty smooth guy.
Giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rikah Kodash, and double honor to the men of Great Millstone that's out on the highway and byway, pushing this truth, also pushing the truth for the worldwide internet, reaching for the hopeful elect, reaching for the elect to pull them out of a two-thirds state of mind so that we can be beamed up on those chairs of salvation to live in the kingdom with King David and the Supreme King, Almighty Yahweh Shai. Yahweh hath given Yahweh Shai the titles of command, authority, and rulership of all heaven and earth. Also, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has the 100% truth of the Bible. To the Akim and Aqua, which are the men and women that are listening, learning, continue in the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Keep praying and repenting, and keep the laws and commandment, to the best of your ability, as it states in John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandment. Also, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 letters. Here's the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. The video that you just saw looked like he could be from, he said that he's from, well, the court is out of Florida, so this individual looked like he could be Haitian, from his accent. And mainly Haitians are from the tribe of Levi. And, our people, we are just destroyed, due to the curses that the Heavenly Father put on the children of Israel. And it's embarrassing, But the good Lord put that on us. He put shame on us because we went buck wild in the wilderness and did something terrible that we shouldn't have never done. After Moses gave us the law, we went and broke it by what? Praising other gods. So these curses came down on us very heavy, as what you just saw in this video. This man here is smite with confusion, madness, and by him acting that way, the other nation, the heathen nation, right along Esau, Edom, look at us in astonishment, you know, a shock, amazement, something to laugh and talk about. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this video again, and I'm gonna stop it and add some scriptures, and hopefully this will be edifying. So let's go back through this here again.
Next, we go to the Miami-Dade courthouse, where Judge Catherine Pooler's presiding over a bond hearing. The defendant, Calvin Lloyd Griffith, allegedly broke into a local school and stole an employee's car. Griffith was arrested and is here on charges of grand theft.
Now, he went into a school, which is trespassing. And trespassing is, to enter upon someone's land or property unlawfully. So that's a law. The good Lord also, besides keeping his laws and commandments, we also have to keep the laws of the land. And also trespassing, it was pertaining to the children of Israel also. You don't come on someone's land, period, without getting permission. And then it shows, let me clear that up, and then it shows burglary. So, he went on the school property to burglarize it, to steal a car, and that's against the laws also. So this guy here, he loved to break laws. Now, from what I remember hearing, this is not his first time, It says here that we're going to start at John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entered not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. So he's a thief and a robber. He went on a school property. I guess probably broke in the transportation center or whatever, wherever they keep the school bus and vehicles and stuff like that. Went on the property and stole. And he was charged with grand theft. So also it says here, Proverbs 6:31. Yet if he is caught, which he's caught, you can see him with that orange suit on, being judged, he must pay sevenfold, though it cost him all the wealth of his house. See, in biblical time, if a man got caught stealing, he had to reimburse that man sevenfold. That it cost him all the wealth of his house, meaning, if he had got caught, he had to pay the man, sevenfold. And if he has to pay the man back totally, meaning that he would have to pay everything that he has in his house to pay that man back. Meaning, if he have to sell everything he got out of his house to pay that man back, he would have to do it. And in most cases, if you stealing, you got less. So he would have to give up everything just to pay, these people for what he did. Because he stole he stole a car, and that's grand theft. But basically, when you grand theft is property that is taken that is worth more than, $500 to $1,000. So I know those vehicles, the vehicle that he took way more than $1,000. So he got the law. I mean, he was convicted of grand theft because he stole a vehicle that was worth more than $500 to $1,000. It wasn't no petty theft; it was grand theft. So he had to pay all that back. And from the looks of it, he don't have enough money to pay the school back, the cost of the vehicle, and everything else. So he's going to do time. So let's go back to the video. And plus, also says in the Bible, "Thou shalt not steal." That is one of the first 10 commandments in the book in Exodus. So we are not supposed to steal. Let's go back to the video.
Burglary and trespassing. He also violated his probation from a previous car theft.
Calvin Lloyd Griffin Jr. on page 12. Good morning, Mr. Griffin.
And and also, you can tell that the man mind is gone. He coming in a court all loud and just crazy acting. Whenever you go to court, or not just court period, but when you are out and about in any organized place or whatever, you going into a store, a place of business, you going into a schoolhouse, you going to a doctor's office, and most definitely if you going to a court, you better conduct yourself. He's all loud. It says in Proverbs 9:31, "A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple and knoweth nothing." Now this also, from what you just saw in this video, it can be pertained to a man also, because he is foolish and he is loud and he is simple and don't know anything because, he's not right in the head. And you're going to see. Let me go ahead and play the video.
He's charged with burglary, petty theft, grand theft of a vehicle, and trespass. And he's on probation.
He's out on probation, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm on probation. I'm on papers.
Okay.
Office me anyway because I smoke weed and cocaine. So I smoke weed and cocaine.
The court officials decide.
So, by him being insane in the membrane, what person in the right mind is going to admit that I'm not supposed to be in here because I smoke weed and cocaine? You can tell that the man is unstable. Again, let me read Deuteronomy 28:28. "The Lord shall smite thee with madness." And that's madness right there. You're gonna just unfold your you're gonna unfold to the judge what all you did. That's madness. The man is in. He's not stable. He's not fit. Very confused. He has no ability, to have any type of sense to know what to say and know what not to say. I'm going to read it again. Deuteronomy 28:28. "The Lord shall smite thee with madness, blindness, and astonishment of heart." That man, he lost control of his mind. You got to lose your mind in order to admit to something like that. That's going to be, what he just said is going to give him more time behind bars. Because he's doing illegalized drugs. So they're going to put him behind. They're going to put more time onto his sentences, into his sentence. And also, by him being on drugs, he defiling himself. So that's 1 Corinthians 3:16 and 17. So let's read it. It says, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and that the Spirit of Yahweh dwells in you? So Yahweh created all spirit to be holy, not to be drugged up with weed and cocaine. Verse 17, if any man defile the temple of Yahweh, he shall Yahweh destroy. For the temple of Yahweh is holy, which temple ye are. So, like I said, this man here look like he could be from the tribe of Levi. And, if he is an Israelite, because Israelite go by the seed, not by the color, because you have a lot of chocolate covered Edomite and you have a lot of vanilla covered Jakes. So the angels during the time when the Heavenly Father let his son come and deliver us, the angels are going to figure out what's what and what's not. So I'm just going by the look of the individual and his accent. So, he could be very well from the tribe of Levi. And, it seems like also he's Haitian, which is a proverb that the white man gave Israelite, from Hades, Haitian. But, the name that the Heavenly Father have given that particular tribe is Levi, the tribe of Levi. So we are not supposed to defile our temple. And, Esau, Edom has delivered that to our community, because I don't know any Israelite here in the United States that raised cocaine. This stuff has been brought over here to destroy a group of people, and also destroying his own people as well. So let's continue with the video.
To cut Griffith's mic off to prevent him from talking over everyone.
So the officer,
Okay, you're Calvin Griffin?
Mr. Senator has the button pressed.
Oh, okay.
As Judge Pooler continues looking over the paperwork, Griffiths continues to try to get the attention of the judge.
Okay, let's see.
But with Judge Pooler unable to hear Griffith, he decides to try a different approach.
See that astonishment? See how the people laugh at him? That's our people. The good Lord you can see the curses in his face. He think that's funny. He's not in his right mind. But he think the attention that he getting from the audience is something good. That's that astonishment. That's that amazement, that other nations see up on us, that shock, speechless. Like, I can't understand why these Israelites, well, they don't call us Israelites, but they call us a byword, coon, niggers and stuff like that, and they love to see us act a certain way. That's their astonishment, their foolery, And go back to the video.
Not impressed with Griffith's twerking abilities, the judge moves on with the case.
State is requesting that Your Honor set the bond, but reset the case in division tomorrow because his actions violate his probation.
Judge Pooler agrees with the state attorney and sets Griffith's bond at $18,500.
And there's a statewide order from Miami Edison Senior High. If you should get out, do not go back there. You're not a student anymore. Okay? Thank you for coming in.
As the judge moves on to the next, less entertaining defendant, Judge Pooler looks back fondly on her time with Calvin Griffith.
I want the last guy to come back and teach us how to dance.
See there? They make mockery of us You know, I wish the other guy would come back and show us how to dance. See, that's the curses that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua put on the children of Israel because we went off. And now we got to face shame from the rest of the nation all over the world because this is on YouTube. This is on television. And you can pick this up all over the world. And if you want to sit back and look at the foolery, you know, just have fun and just look at a certain nation, like particularly us, the Israelites, you got it. There it is right there. You know, going to Deuteronomy 28, and we're going to 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a shocker, a amazement, a proverb. You know, they want to call you African American, black, Negro, nigger. You know, that's not your true nationality. You're Israelite. And a byword, cotton picker, lazy, you know, big lip, you know, they killers, they gangsters, thugs, you know, racial slurs among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So these curses are on us, but we're going to be delivered from this here. And the 1/3, the elect and the 1/3 of our people will be delivered. But the 2/3, just like this individual right here, that's if the good Lord don't put the spirit on him to wake up out of his condition and put the truth in him and have him to come back to his nationality and live under these laws and commandments, you know. But if the Heavenly Father don't give him that understanding, then he's truly going to be a 2/3, you know. He's already a 2/3, but I'm just saying, you know, good Lord, he's going to wake up people all the way until the coming of the Lord, you know. So I'm going to end it right there. Hopefully this was edifying. I'll see you on the next lesson.
Pretty smooth guy.